Salute to everybody. Always got to keep that good camera. Nothing like keeping that camera clear. And it's important to keep the camera clear. What happened?
No, you tell me. How many did you have already?
3. No more. You already did 3 aces. You had 3. You had 3. It's enough. No more. Here, have the orange. Eat the orange. You want the orange? Eat the orange. No. No. Salute everybody. Come over here. Try your face. All right? You're trying to scare me. That's all I understand. I'm used to getting scared. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I found the real situation that's going on. And I'm going to repeat this so I can repeat it again because it is repeatable. But I think there's a problem. I think I think y'all getting duped. I think the feminine male is coming for you. The feminine male has an agenda. And the feminine male his agenda is so thick right now that he's getting over. And you are the target. Why today, dog? Why, dog? Why every time, dog? Why, dog? Why are you so busy today, dog? You just gotta let yourself be known. You just gotta let yourself be known. You wouldn't do this if I wasn't doing this, right? Okay. So it's amazing how children at this level could know when to jump into a camera. She knows when I'm alive. It's amazing. It's amazing. I could be doing a FaceTime. She's gonna jump in, but okay. Yeah, wipe your face. Um, hold on. Wait till I finish. So the reality is that I was speaking to a young lady, and I was like, you know what? If everybody just stops, we have people have this commitment for a president, and the president is supposed to save your life, and your life is shit. It's gonna remain shit. You know what I mean? Um, it's gonna remain it, and unfortunately, there's nothing you can really do about that because you're looking for. You don't know what politics is about. You know what I mean? Politics is not a game of business. you, it's like you can't bring a truck driver to drive a plane. You know what I mean? You can't bring an airplane pilot and expect them to operate a ship. You know, you have to get trained to do these things. And unfortunately, with becoming a president, um, being a president of the United States, it endures. It endures. How do I say? It's no training. Nobody has to. Nobody has to. Nobody has to. You don't have to train for this job. This job is no training involved whatsoever. There's no training to become the president of the United States. Anybody could come. You elect me, I can be the president. So most people, unfortunately, are not educated to know exactly what politics are, how it affects you. Most people, politics don't even affect you, but it affects you in a sense where everybody's expecting something that they're not going to get, and now it affects you by default because now you're miserable and everybody's miserable because the person that voted is miserable and they don't know that their lives are still crap. Um, because you don't know political science. You know what I mean? They used to actually in school show political science and actually teach political science, so you could know the difference of what a mayor is, what a politician is, what a president's job is, what is a House or U.S. Senate's job is. People just don't know. If I ask the average person, what is the job of the Senate? They got to go to Google. I got to catch them right off the top, right in face to face without a phone, right? Right. So you have to take heed to what that's about, right? So the reality is that, and I bring in black women with this. A lot of sisters believe that a lot of um, gay men, for that matter, know female fashion. Um, and they do, you know what I'm saying? They do know. They know a lot about female fashion, but the problem is they're not women. So even though they think they're women and they think they do a very good job at being feminine. Stop it, darling. Wait, what's that? Hold on. They do a very good job of trying to copy a woman. So now there is an agenda, and the agenda now is to make. Thank you, I appreciate that. The agenda is to make the woman become them. I'll give you an example, right? They're trying to make. I'm going to use these examples before I make my point. So Glorilla, Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Little Kim. What do they all look like? They all look like feminine black men. They all look like gay men that's dressed up like a woman. All of them. Like they're not attractive, but they made you think they were attractive because the gay man painted them up. So now the man can become feminine and become just as appealing as them. All a man has to do now is dress up and get made up like Cardi B because that's drag makeup. Um, or even if it's somebody such as let's say hold on, hold on, let me just leave this one thing in here, don't. Skies, okay, skies are the worst. Okay, I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow around 12 noon because I'm in a job right now and I may not be done until late. So I'll give you a call and we'll put together a price. People are losers calling me on a Sunday. So basically, in a nutshell, if the woman, if the women are taking heed to beauty tips from men, which women will listen to men before they listen to another woman. If you have a black woman giving beauty tips to black women, right? What's up, Jacqueline? Shout out to Jacqueline. She inspired me to do this. So just from being her. If a black woman is listening to a black woman versus a gay man, she's gonna listen to the gay man because the gay man is sassy, he's feminine, he's extra, and now when he makes you up, not only are you going to find it being acceptable, he's gonna make you accept it because what he's doing is he's basically grooming you to look the way that he can look. So now when he dresses up the way you do, he can get a man. He can get a man because he's just as appealing, if not more than you. You understand? He makes you up to their standard. So for example, Shannon Sharp, right? I don't know if y'all know who he is, but he's a gay man that has a podcast. Now he has a little flaming boyfriend. Him and Shannon and his boyfriend are very flaming, very, very feminine. Um, so Shannon's boyfriend is the flaming man, and he's the guy that styles him. He styles him up. So yes, gay men know how to dress, they know how to style, but it's been done already. Everything that they're doing now, especially today's stylists, they know how to do things. So basically, Shannon Sharp's boyfriend knows how to dress up like a girl, and all he has to do is he's going to look like Cardi B as a man, because Cardi B, if you look at Cardi B and look at Glorilla and look at Meg Thee Stallion, look at Beyonce, if you ever, I challenge you to show me a picture of what they look like natural, and they look nothing like they look right now. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce hasn't been natural in her career because they always dressed her up like a drag queen. You know, nobody realized it because they're like, yeah, if you look at Beyonce and her videos and her dress and the way she wears the corsets and the hair, that's what gay men do. You know what I mean? You know, RuPaul's Drag Race. Those are all female rappers. Now, Glorilla is not an attractive woman. None of them are. But now they dress them up and call it glam, and then the woman believes, oh wow, this is beauty. You know, the gay man said ow and all that, and then the gay man is laughing at you because now you still look like him. You still look like him. You know what I mean? You still look like a man. So now it becomes a thing where the gay man dresses you up to look like how he would look. He dresses you up like a feminine man. So you look like this every day, right? Some men are probably going to question and say, "Oh, well, what about the men?" Well, it's like Method Man. If you see Method Man in person, he's not going to look like the polished, perfect beard guy because that's not who he is. Method Man doesn't look like that in person. Method Man lives out here. You know what I mean? He's in the hood. Like Method Man looks nothing like that. Number one, his beard is all gray. Okay. He's not a pretty boy. He's a handsome, the woman would call him handsome, a man would say good looking. You're not supposed to call a man handsome, right? So he's a puppet. So they could dress him, they get his beard nice, they darken his beard. My boy is his barber. My barber is his barber. And not that I go to the barber shop anymore, but my barber is his barber. That's his personal barber. Literally, it's been for years. So Method Man dyes his hair. He gets a nice cut, and now he's this polished looking man. And then you'll see him and oh God, he played a good lawyer. Yeah, because he he was dressed by somebody that groomed him. Now you have gay men that probably groom him, and you have straight men. Right, but if you look at him and think about it, Method Man has the appeal of a gay masculine man, right? So gay masculine men are very, very, very clean cut. Um, and I say clean cut, I'm talking perfect beard, perfect skin. Shout out to Kara, perfect this, perfect that. You don't realize it because you're like, yeah, if you see Method Man, if you look at a gay man that's polished, he looks like Method Man. Perfect everything, right? But when you see Method Man walking around in the mall, he doesn't look like that. He looks more rough and rugged the way he's been looking all his life. You know what I mean? That's not him. That's a persona. So when you're looking at Cardi B is the clear example of a Latin gay man. That's what they look like. Okay? Technically, Cardi B is ugly. You know what I mean? Cardi B is actually a funny looking. If you look at Cardi B, she's a puppet. If you look at Cardi B without makeup, as is the ratchet Cardi B, she's just a ratchet chick from the ghetto. When you make her up, she looks like a feminine black, a Latin man, aka a woman. That's what they do. So that, you know what I mean? You got to understand, no woman is walking around looking like that. So you inside, you look at Cardi B, you look at all these different female rappers, and you're like, wow, look at her. She looks nice. She's looking good. She's making money. Yeah, because she's making money now. So all them glam squad niggas and glam squad ain't nothing but a group of men that make these women up. And they make them up to their liking. So the more and more they look like them, then the guy that wants to dress up like a woman for the night, he can bag up the same guy Cardi B gets. Case in point, right? So let's just say a gay man wants to hit the town tonight, and he for a living, all he does is make up female rap artists. All he got to do is look like them, and now he's in a group with them. Nobody's gonna know the difference. They gonna be like, Al. And if he has the image, he could hook up with a dude, another man. So the Latin and black and white women think like, oh no, no, like they're setting y'all up for failure because you are appealing to the same people they appeal to. I did a video prior to this yesterday, and it was with this woman that got caught scamming. And I was so smitten by her because she was so simple. And I know that they could destroy her and make her look like a damn drag queen, but she's a beautiful woman. She didn't like a feminine man. See the difference? Feminine man look are drag queens, right? So I was intrigued by her because she had a pair of Crocs on, a pair of leggings, and a sweatshirt. Now, gay men can't wear that same look and get the same attention because she's in her natural beauty and he's just a man trying to be a woman. But when they glam up, he can be competitive to her. Because after he glams her up, he can dress himself, look just like her, if not better, and get the same attention that she's going to get. You dig? So what's happening now is the black woman doesn't know what beauty is because they're like, well, you know, Glorilla. I'm like, listen, Glorilla, Meg Thee Stallion, Doechii, um, who else? Nicki Minaj, Little Kim. All of them are all busted. All of them. All of them. Today, all of them. Anybody that's wearing all that nonsense, it looks insane. When a man does it, oh wow, he looks like a woman. See the difference? So they give him the credit, whether he's ugly or not. The ugliest man, you know, you can make up the ugliest man into an attractive woman, right? Attractive means having sex appeal. Cardi B is ugly in real life, but they made her look so appealing because they over the top, and then you're like, oh wow, she's Latin and she talks rap, right? But she looks like if you look at Cardi with no makeup and that fake butt, she looks like a guy that's without makeup trying to be a woman. So I say all this all to say, the more and more you think that you're looking at an attractive woman, they're trying to downplay natural black beauty or beauty of a woman so because he can't do natural beauty. If a man is not made up and he has a Caesar haircut, and you know, some guys is into that if they gay, right? But if he's just regular in his natural look with no makeup, he's just a boy. When she's natural, she's a woman. So when he gets made up, he becomes a female. When she's makeup, she becomes like all the rest of them. She just looks like a drag queen. You can't. No woman could look better than a drag queen. If you're dressed in drag as a woman, and you have a drag queen that's right, that's dressed in drag, you can't compete with a drag queen. That's his mark. But if that man is unmade and he has his wig off and everything, and you just waking up, you're gonna smash him because he's just gonna be another dude. So they're setting you up for failure because they're trying to tell you that you look this way and that's the way. And that's how come Saucy Santana is so confident and sitting there talking on stage, we run black woman beauty. And they do because y'all allow them to take your Sade beauty to make it into a mess. Sincere, one of the finest Jamaican exotic singers we got. You know why she's fine? Because she's Asian and Jamaican. But now they got her over this over the top makeup. They doing too much, and now she looks like she could be a man that had a sex change. Once you start having that look, it's always going to be questionable. Shinsia is fine. Probably one of the baddest reggae, prettiest reggae artists, exotic reggae artists we ever had in our history of reggae. She's ridiculous, but she's an image. Is she good? No, she's just an image because most reggae female artists are rough. They don't look like coolie women, which she's a coolie. I had an artist, I was gonna make into that. I had an artist that was supposed, she know who I'm talking to, and we was gonna put some things together and she didn't do it. Um, What about Jada Kingdom? Nah, nobody's touching Shensia. Nobody. She's so ridiculous that they make her look worse when they put makeup on her. That's how pretty she is. She's so fine, they make her look worse because you're messing up a perfect picture. You can't filter a perfect. You can't picture a Van Gogh picture. You can't filter it. It's Van Gogh because it's natural. So great question, by the way. So now what's happening is the black woman doesn't understand. She has to go on the levels of what they did in the 60s and 70s. A little bit of makeup, that's fine. That's accentuating your beauty. Nothing wrong with that. But when you start getting into the point of glamming and you got blue eyelids and all that, like, yeah, a guy is going to be attracted there because it's still a woman. But then what happens now? Because now the guy is able to dress like that. You see, when you want to be next to RuPaul, I'll give you a good one. You put a RuPaul next to Shensia when she's not made up, and RuPaul is just going to be a bald headed man. But if Shensia is glammed up, which in today's standards to look like glam is drag. That's all glam is. When the man gets glammed, RuPaul will look better than Shensia because now what's going to happen is you're going to see this transformation of a man turning into a woman, and you're going to be like, "Oh my God, look at his waist, look at his no stomach." Right? He got the corset. He's doing all this, all the shapewear. They're not going to give you all that extra artillery. Now you need to have it. You better get a fake butt. Yeah, even if he has a small butt, they can make it look real. That's how these gays are no joke with that. Gays started BBLs. That was their thing. The only thing a woman did was a Brazilian wax. That was what a woman did. BBLs are from the gay community. That's what they do. That's what they did in the 1960s and 70s to look like a woman. So anytime a man transfers into a woman, that's going to be remarkable, right? Physically. Oh my God, you don't even look like you did. But when a woman is just like, oh, you dolled up, now you over the top now. And the gay man's going to get more attention. You walk down the street in drag as a man, and versus a woman, the gay man's going to get more because they're going to be, and the woman going to salute him. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Let me take a picture. Don't let him be tall. That's why RuPaul gets so much attention because he looks like he's an NBA player when he's natural, and then when he's dragged up, he's this tall fashion model. You understand? Kara said that the trans drag community is very oppressive and it's and destroying them the magic of black women. Yeah, because you can clown a black woman by making her up. All you got to do is put on makeup on her. Unless she's going down in a red carpet or she's walking the runway, that's different. That's where it's allowed. No problem. You cannot you can't be a female rapper looking like Glorilla. Glorilla is a hot mess in real life, but you get the roughest chick and you make her into a lady. Dochi's gonna be the next one. Watch what they do. Dochi is horrendous, right? Because they know she's tough and rough looking. They can make her. They can do it to Cardi. They can make it anyway. Cardi looks like one of them. You ever watch them jail HBO shows and they show the gay guy that everybody's sleeping with in the jail, but they don't want to show their face? That's what Cardi looks like. She looks like a little boy. And Latin men, you can make them look like women because they don't got to add to that. Nobody can get away with looking like a woman better than a Latin man, because white and black men have strong features. Big noses, shit like that. White men have pointy nose. Black men have big fat noses. So when you can make the ugliest black man into a lady, you can do anything. You understand? That's the key. Is when you can make ugly beauty into the beast into the beauty. That's their goal. So the agenda is not a gay agenda. They can't have an agenda. The agenda is men are attracted to femininity. So if you have a woman and you over feminize her, desensitize her womanhood. She starts to look a little extra. So the gay man starts to look more appealing because he just went from masculine state to a feminine state. That's why these black men are like, yo, she needs to be more feminine. That's the agenda. The black man now is attracted to femininity. So that means if there's a gay guy with a bald head walking down the street and he's acting like feminine, niggas will pipe that. There's a lot of niggas out here. You ever see them now? They walk. You can't. Number one, you can't touch them because you kill them. You dead, right? So when you see that feminine man with a beard, perfect beard like Method Man, perfect haircut like Will Smith, with a full beard, perfection, like full haircut, perfection. That whole razor cut thing is gay. They took that over. The only thing we was doing, I don't even do my hair like that because if a man has a perfectly fine hair to the point where he's spray painting his hairline, the homosexual community does that. So when a man thinks, "Oh yeah, ladies be sweating it," yeah, they're grooming the ladies to find that attractive so they can embrace gay men and look like that. So now you see a gay man coming in here with his bag, talk about Al girl, and he has a full beard to perfection, cut to perfection. He got his shades on, smelling good, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's a man." You see what I'm saying? So now when a man dresses up and he shapes himself out to be, that's why you watch these movies. When you see these guys in these stupid Tubi movies, when I do my movies, none of my people's gonna have fresh cuts. They have a fresh cut through the whole movie, the whole murder scene, fresh cut. All them Tyler Perry actors, fresh cut, right? And every soon it took a month to do the movie, even a week. Nobody's hair is gonna look like that after a day. So now the gay man polishes this up and he finds that attractive. So after a while, the guy is going to be appealing not only to women, but to other men, feminine men, down low men. They're going to signify that because they love perfection. They don't want the rough looking guy that got a dirty beard and all like Jim Jones. Not saying gay men don't look like Jim Jones, but if you made up Jim Jones right now, Jim Jones could look like Method Man. You could polish up. Jim Jones is a pretty boy. The reason why he looks scruffy because he doesn't want to look pretty because nobody's gonna take him seriously. They're gonna think he's gay. They're not gonna take him seriously. He's half Mexican, right? He already looks Hispanic. You could tell if they shape him up and cut his beard and he has curly hair, he's not gonna look like a blood. So that's why he looks the way he does because it makes him look more intimidating. He's not like Trex from Naughty by Nature that could have a smooth face and a bald head and look still intimidating. Jim Jones has to look scruffy to look intimidating. You understand? Oh shit, Shai said yes. He said that I'm telling you it's real. Shout out to Jaya. Jaya said hello, Nate. Shout out to Jaya. Nate, you think about speaking on the grooming of women is by gay? Yes, you have to speak on this, darling. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Because they're grooming the woman to look like them. So then you're not going to get no love. That's why when you go, if you could listen to me, go into a gay environment like I've been in where you're doing red carpets at these fashion shows and go backstage. Number one, the women are naked. Remember, there's gay men back there. They're not interested in them. The women are naked. And I mean naked. I'm talking about 400 models naked. I swear to goodness. Anybody have been to backstage at a fashion show? All the dudes doing makeup are gay, feminine men. The stylists, the makeup artists, the hairstylists, all that, right? So the women are going to trust a man to do the work, right? So he's not offensive. They're not going to be back there with straight men naked like that. I'm a straight man. I slept there because I had my camera, but I had to put the camera outside. Me and my nephew at the time, he couldn't believe it. He said, "Yo, these girls are walking around here naked." I was like, "Yeah, because they're comfortable." So if a woman could be comfortable in a gay man's presence, she's going to be comfortable with his image. So now the black men, they're dressing the woman up like they would dress up naturally a man, right? So if they just did RuPaul's um if they just prepared RuPaul and all these different gay men for RuPaul's Drag Race, and then you have Beyonce and Jennifer Lopez sitting down, what you think they're gonna do to that? Jennifer Lopez and Beyonce have natural beauty, right? But when they dress them up over the top because them gay, Hispanic, and white men, they dress them up to appeal the same way they would dress up and feminize a man. You know what I mean? They want to take over everything and have done successfully. Right. They are taking over because they run the fashion industry. We just had your girl just step down, Donatella, right? From Versace or whatever. That's bad. It's bad when women are stepping down. You want the men to step down because when the woman is stepping down, gay men dominate the fashion industry. And fashion is everything. We all got to wear clothes, right? Fashion is more powerful than the music. You know, it's been out first because we all have to wear clothing, right? So the music industry inherited this, and that's why you see so many women looking ratchet. Yeah, do men find it attractive? A girl got red hair and the tight pants. Well, of course, she's got her pants tight. Of course, he's gonna look. But is it just as attractive as a woman that is natural with a nice long dress and flats on and her hair natural? You know, she can't compete with that. The woman is naked. Of course, she's going to be more attractive. More people are going to pay more attention to her. But he doesn't realize that if you could name me a natural looking, beautiful, classy female rapper, good luck with that. I don't know any that exist. You know what I mean? None of them. Even Mary J. Blige is a songstress. She raps sometimes. She looks like a drag queen. She does. Her makeup is horrible. They purposely destroy her for purposely. But if you see Mary with no makeup and her hair pulled back and minimal makeup, Mary J. Blige is gorgeous. But she doesn't feel comfortable without it. She doesn't do a concert with all black on her hair pulled back in a ponytail. She never does. Never. Never. She never will. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Steph. So when the black man tells you, the straight black man, oh, black women are not feminine enough. Well, there again, they already groomed him because he believes the black gay man is more feminine than you because you can't be feminine. All you can do is be a woman. But for a black man to be a woman, he has to be feminine because he can't be a woman. It's biologically impossible. But he could be feminine. Feminine is a character. Look it up. That's all it is. You can't be feminine. You're a woman. You're feminine. Technically, feminine is you having a vagina. You having titties. They're not chest, they're breasts. Like you having all of the elements of what a woman has inside her body. That's your womanhood. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have a period. He can't make a baby. He can't store a baby in his stomach. You know what I mean? So he tells you, oh, he calls you, what's the thing, a cis woman. They call you a cis woman. They give you all these names. Y'all take it because y'all believe them. Nobody could drag you more than a gay man. A gay man will hurt your feelings, but he can't hurt a straight man's feelings. He can hurt a down low man's feelings. He can hide a man that's in a closet, but he can't hurt a straight man's feelings. You know what I mean? He's a man, but he can hurt a woman's feelings because you're listening to, you think you're listening to the combination. No, you're just listening to a feminine male. A feminine male could destroy a woman. He could destroy her. You know what I mean? Without putting his hands on her because he's feminine. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference with knowing the logic of why, and this is no disrespect to the gay community. It's just y'all just been duped. Like, like they put weaves on you. Well, who do you think creates wigs? You think a whole bunch of straight men got in the garage and said we're gonna make a wig company? No, it doesn't go like that. They know how to do their hair. They know how to do it. Listen, Wendy Williams never was made up from a straight man. That's why Wendy Williams never looked like a woman. She never looked like a woman. She looked like a feminine man. You know what I mean? They're trying this. If they soften, okay, they have Sherry Carter. Sherry Carter, right? Sherry Carter, feminine man. She's loud. She's boisterous. She's loud. That's an element of feminine men. Feminine men are very loud. They have to be outspoken and then show off. But a feminine, a classy woman is soft spoken. They're like Sade. They're like Even Marilyn Monroe's look was of a feminine man because it was over the top. You know, she didn't have any features that made her beautiful. If you want to know a woman's true features on beauty, it's when she doesn't have makeup. Mary J. Blige is a beautiful woman. Okay, nobody speaks on that. Y'all see her made up, and she has Bambi. Her eyes look like Bambi. She has a scar on her face that looks good. She's a beautiful, beautiful woman. She's more prettier than her sister Latanya. But when Mary dresses up, they go over the top. The stupid boots. She's on stage doing that stupid dance. It's no different than what's that dude's name? The the commentator that's a drag queen. I forgot his name. Something Monroe, Storm Monroe, whatever. It's the same thing. Like Mary's dance would look good if she was up there doing that dance in the 20s. Is different, but now she's older, and then she got all this drag shit on. It looks insane. It looks stupid. You know what I'm saying? Um, Shayla says, while we're on the topic, do you agree with Anthony Mackie's view of masculinity taken in the home? Anthony Mackie, I don't like Anthony Mackie. I didn't see the video, but Anthony Mackie is a very feminine man. I wouldn't be surprised if he's on a down low. Um, I would say it's not that it's lacking, it's just because we don't have enough men. To be masculinity is nothing but a man, right? So if he's speaking of the terms of men lacking the presence in our homes, yes, he's right. That is true. I just had a conversation with a family member, and there's no man in there coming up in there cooking up no food tonight. I talked to one of my boys earlier, and his wife and them were trying to order Grubhub last on a Sunday, and he allowed that. Like, you're supposed to know. Listen, unless your wife is sick, and his is not because she's just spoiled. There's no reason you should be even using a Grubhub app on a Sunday and you're married, and you're allowing your wife to actually do that. That's terrible. Like, he's supposed to have, if anything, he should have regulated and cooked himself. You know what I'm saying? Um, but Anthony Mackie, the problem is that his interpretation is going to be he's going to be putting it on the woman. He's going to do like most men. It's lacking masculinity. It's lacking in the home. No, men are lacking in the home. Why don't he just say that? You know what I mean? Because to be to be masculine is a man, right? So if a woman wants to be masculine, that is not, you know what I mean? She can't be masculine. She can't be feminine. She can't be. It's femininity is based on a man that wants to look like a woman, and masculine is a man. So if you want to call her manly, but Anthony Mackie, like most of these guys, they're indirectly going in their sisters, um, basically saying the woman wants to be the man now, so it's masculinity is lacking in the male. So that's where he's going. That's why I wouldn't take that. He's being he's being framed as almost red pill, or that's how many black women are. Right? That's a red pill comment. I would never say a comment like that because I just be like, there ain't no niggas in the house. It's a Rizzy. Period. Um. So Anthony Mackie and most of these guys, again, the problem is that there's going to be a lot of down low men coming out. Watch it. What's going to end up happening? You're going to have guys starting to, once these gay men start cooking and cleaning, that's all they got to start doing. The gay men are taking note. How to get the most men? Well, you take the attributes of what a woman does, right? So once these gay niggas start cooking, he's a chef. He know how to give some top, and he know how to work that damn runway and look like a woman. Niggas is gonna be rocking. These gay men are gonna be going gay. That is the goal. So the more and more they clown you, the woman can't cook. They ain't teach you how to cook. What? Where? Hold on. Hold on. Wait till I finish. You know I'm on the phone. Play with the phone. Wait till I finish. I'll give it to you when I'm finished. So the thing is this, right? If you don't have a man in the household, for example, man, if you're dating a woman and she lives with her family and there's no men in there, just boys. And I said boys meaning no men regulating. Like she ain't got an OG uncle in there, she ain't got an OG father. You know what I mean? Run. You know what I mean? I don't mean run in the sense of don't deal with her. Run in the sense that them kids is gonna be a problem. But if there's a situation and there's a man in the household that is The acting men. I'll give you an example. So there's no if there's not a president and a mayor dies, they have to have a vice president. So who is playing the position? If a person is playing a position and you got a woman and she's like, listen, her father passed away, but her stepfather stepped in. That, you know what I mean? Some man has to fulfill the mode of a man. There's just no way around that. So if there's a man filling in the blank or the job, then you can do it. Now, again, you can be the man. Let's just say you got a woman, right? And she got a couple of kids and she's black. I know the black man, if this was a Latin woman, he don't care if she got 10 kids. Hold on, though. So, um, if she, if the woman, hold on, which one, darling? Hurry up! I'm on the phone. Where's it at? It's right there. This is it. Take the Kit Kat. Which one? Come on, darling. Like, if you meet a woman, right? Let's just say she's like, yo, nobody's gonna tell my kids what to do. Don't deal with her. But if she's open to, she knows she could use a decent man in their lives. And as a man, that's no problem with you because you're just gonna be who you be, then that's cool. But if the woman is receptive to that, then that's a score. And then, you may not, as a man, you may not want to deal with that's your femininity. You know what I mean? Feminine men ain't trying to deal with that. Ain't no gay men ain't trying to deal with no kids. Nevertheless, from a gay man. They just not trying to do that. So when a man's like, yo, I don't deal with no woman with no kids, right? Well, you don't want that. But if you have a man that openly is a masculine, real man, and you're open to him being a man, they need a man in a house. You can't have a house without a man controlling it or running it. It's just that's like walking into a daycare center and there's no daycare provider there. You know what I'm saying? Like you Portia Williams, that looks like a drag queen. Everybody on the show that's a great question, by the way. Everybody on the show of Atlanta Housewives looks like gay men. All of them. Every last one of them. There's never been a good looking woman on the show. They all are they rough women that been their team. It's them glam teams in Atlanta. I'm telling you, this is true. Atlanta Housewives is a prime example. Portia, you look at Portia right now, niggas ain't checking for her. Because Portia looks like a dark-skinned man that became feminine, made herself up. She's not ugly. It's that she's over the top, and then now they're trying to make her natural. No, because gay men are making all that cast up. You could imagine what it looks like behind the scenes. They have them on the show. They have more of the gay men. Some of their gay men became cast members. Portia would pull based on Portia would like if Portia Williams is a good example of a dark skinned woman, that's a poor example. Nobody on that show is a good example. None of them. Not Nene Leakes, none of them. I've never looked at a woman on that show other than the only woman they had on there was Keith Sweat's wife. That was it. His kid's mother. That was the only one they had that was natural. She was bad. She was the only one. Even that other girl, the one that they got on there that's with that dude, she got the rough voice. She looks like a dude. Shamia or Shinsia? We talked about Shinsia. Nobody on that show. No one. That's why guys don't talk about it. If you in the gay men, you're gonna be into that cast. They all look like drag queens. Even Portia. Portia looks like a man that had a sex change. She just doesn't. She just doesn't do it. The horse teeth. I could only imagine what she looked like when she was regular. Cynthia Bailey looks terrible. She looks terrible. Nene Leakes looks terrible. All of them, because they got the people stylists in them. It's all about your stylist. If you going home and your gay brother that likes dressing up like a woman dresses you, believe me, you're never going to be able to outdress him. You can't outdress a gay. You can't. Like that's their job. They're flamboyant. Like women are not flamboyant. Only a man could be flamboyant, right? Flamboyant is a character, right? So flamboyant, um, feminine. That's all the characteristics of, you know. Darling, what are you doing? Don't put that phone in there. What are you doing? Don't put the phone in there. Don't put the phone in the sink. Don't do that. Don't wet daddy's phone. Put the sponge in the sink. Put it in the sink. Take it in the room to mommy. Go ahead. Take it in the room. Take it in the room to mommy. Go ahead. She almost put the phone in the sink. So that is the thing that y'all gotta watch. So Atlanta Housewives, Basketball Wives, Hip Hop New York, all of them. All of them shows are gay men that styling these women. That's a big thing. That's what they do. Gay, black, and Latino men style these people. Listen, Eddie Murphy made a joke of how like you could tell back in the day these dudes didn't have no black barbers, right? There was no black barbers back in the days in the 70s cutting these guys' hair and shaping them up, unless he just happened to know how to cut his own hair or shape up his hair, right? So a lot of they had the city portiers, it was a mess. Meanwhile, Queen Eddie Murphy, because Eddie Murphy is a queen, you will never see a queen's hair out of place. Never, ever. A real true, when I say queen, I'm talking about a gay man. You'll never see their hair out of place. So Eddie Murphy is never, you'll never see Eddie Murphy's hair out of place. Never. You'll never see it because he's a queen. All of those women on those reality shows have transsexual looks. All of them, except Keith Sweat's baby's mother. She was a good one. And even when they started making her up, it started getting ridiculous. Jim Jones' wife, Chrissy, all of them, they look like transgenders. All of them. You can't tell me a reality show star that's natural. You can't name one because that's not who makes them up. They clowning Mary. Mary, after they clowned it, Mary gets in the mirror. She looks and she's like, "Oh, I look nice." And they're like, "Oh, girl, you look great." And then she's like, "Oh yeah." Even if she don't like it, if five gay men come in there and say, "Girl, you working at," you're gonna believe them. I'm telling you, you're gonna people just believe women, black women, white women. Y'all believe gay men. When they tell you it's hot, you believe them, and they're clowning you. Because after they talk to you, they laugh. That bitch look like shit. Her hair stuck. Her breath smell like shit. They be dissing y'all, and you don't know. Y'all laugh. They're laughing because you think they're one of the girls, right? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Believe me. A gay man can't. A gay man could suggest what looks good on me because I'm a man. He could say, you know what, it look good. Yeah, there's some points. Yeah, but if a gay man gives a woman a compliment, y'all don't realize it's a bigger compliment when a gay man gives a man a compliment. It's a bigger compliment when a lesbian woman gives a man a compliment. That's big. But what man is going to take that? Average man can't go to a straight man and say you cute. You know what I'm saying? But if a dude be like, yo, brother, I'm gay, but you a good looking man, brother, homeboy. He can't take that risk. That shit may be deadly. You know what I'm saying? So you would have to notice nigga to say, yo, Nate, you a good looking dude. And that's a big deal coming from him because if a gay man believes you good looking to a woman. You know, but when a gay man telling a woman she's not to say it's lying all the time, but if he tell, oh girl, you looking good, y'all believe him. And that nigga be clowning, you be looking crazy. You know, Mary J. Blige, like they tell you, Mary J. Blige can't walk. She never went to charm school. She cannot walk for the life of her. Some women can't walk. Tyra Banks knows how to walk. Y'all want to take pictures of her eating a burger in the car, right? But they can't. Some people can't walk. Wendy Williams couldn't walk. These women can't walk. You know, this is. I'm telling you, this is a charm school. You can't walk. How could you be appealing? Gay niggas know how to walk. Oh, yes, they do. Gay niggas know how to walk. Let me tell you something. I had this gay dude named Gay Curtis. We called him Faggot Curtis, but you know. And I remember he taught me this. He said, yo, Nate, yo, dudes be rolling up in Harlem. I kid you not, this is in the late 90s. I swear to goodness. He was the gay rapper that was on Wendy Williams' show. And I remember him telling me, I said, so how do a dude roll up? He said, what him and his friend would do. He said, if you ever see two feminine men, they're not boyfriend and boyfriend. He taught me that. He said, two feminine men are friends. They don't date each other. They're just out there trying to link up with a straight looking man. So I said, well, how do you link up with the guy? They said what they do is if they see a car coming, they start doing a feminine walk. And I don't mean the walk, they do a walk that a man may think, damn, who the hell is that? And it'd be a dude. So the guy will roll up and be like, what y'all doing out here? And he'll see it's two niggas. And the dude would be like, oh, we just hanging out. And the niggas be up trying to smash him. And these are men. That's just to let you know how powerful a walk is. Women don't learn that because the gays in charm school, in their charm school, they teach that. They teach them how to walk and do all that. They don't teach women how to walk. Mary J. Blige still walks like she can't walk in heels. She always comes on stage. I remember SWV was on the Versus battle. They were looking terrible. I was like, yo, they set them up. I would never forget that day. Somebody set them up, put these oversized Jordans on their feet. They was looking like grandmothers in Jordans. And you know what? It's not to say a grandmother won't look cute in Jordans. You got a cute size foot, you could do it. They put these big sneakers on SWV. One of them was sick, all drugged up. The other two was looking busted, one had a fake butt, and they set them up. That's how they do. So when they remember, they go backstage, they call the gay guy, yo, I need to get my hair done. What makeup should I get? What eyelash? How do you go to another man and ask him what eyelash? Now, again, you could go to me with certain things, but my shit's gonna be boring because I'm gonna be like, yo, just tone that shit down. Keep it simple. That's what a straight man would tell you. Like, you ain't gotta do all that. The gay nigga gonna be like, oh, I got the right thing for you. Now he gonna set you up, put some white sparkles and white makeup on your eyelids, and you looking all crazy. And he told you, oh, don't listen to him. We know. And you're gonna take heed of him because you're gonna see his femininity and you think he's your friend. So that shit is a setup. And not to everybody. To Beyonce. Beyonce, low key, beautiful woman, hot mess. I've never seen Beyonce in recent years actually kill it. Jay-Z will kill it more than Beyonce. She just doesn't kill it. She be looking parched, looking like a white woman. She don't be killing it. You know what I mean? Like they're not giving you good representations of a woman that could look simple. When you could look simple, yeah, I told you that video that's going around now with the girl that was scamming in a bank in Florida, in Ocala, Florida. She was really killing it because she was simple with these glasses. She was looking amazing. And I found out she was a damn exotic dancer. Go figure. You see what I'm saying? She was an exotic dancer. She had on Crocs with a pair of leggings on, killing it. You know what I mean? If they make her up or they glam her up, she's going to be over the top. Not saying that she ain't going to look nice, still a woman, but it's too much. You know, she has a natural good skin type of beauty, so needs a good, some braids. Yes, I'm telling you. She had the common sense. Listen, I study this every day. Then you have the women that they get you because now you don't care what you look like. I ain't impressing nobody. Now it shows because now the standard of beauty is to look like Glorilla. You know what I mean? And Glorilla looks like a little boy on stage with a booty. You know, again, there's no actively now. There's no attractive female rapper. Little Kim was the first one to start this disaster. She started it because prior to that, female rappers were cute. They were pretty. Little Kim killed that. She's the one that killed that. She's the one that started the beginning and finished it. She started doing all them surgeries to look like Pamela Anderson. She wanted like a white woman. She jacked her face up. Yes. Did she pave the way for that? Yes, because they're still all doing the same thing. They look like drag queens. Go look up black drag queens and see how these niggas look up black drag queens in the hood. Google it, Google anything, and watch what they look like. They all look like they look like little. They look like the girls that we look up to. So, do I like Glorilla's music? Yes. Do I like Sexy Red's music? I like all their music. I do. The images are terrible. You know what I mean? Terrible, 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 terrible. I think Doechie's a dope artist. Her image, terrible. Queen Latifah's image was terrible all her career. You know what I'm saying? Salt and Pepper, the height of their career, they shit was lit. That was 86 and they were already ahead of the game. Would they look the same now? Of course not. Pepper got mad surgery. Saul got all fat. It's different. So yeah, you'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised like how a lot of these things. I hate this one. This shit's too messy. Hmm. Hmm. I love those shits. That shit gives you energy. Um, I always knew that they want to be something that they're not. Well, you got to think about it like this, right? If you are attracted to Glorilla, Cardi B, Meg The Stallion, you are attracted to gay homosexual men. If you're attracted to that image, now, out of all of them, there's believe it or not, there's only one cute one. You'd be surprised. You know who the cutest female rapper is out of all of them? Natural, Sexy Red. The most hideous looking one, messed up, is the best looking one, natural. Sexy Red is real cute in person. I mean, natural, natural. So basically, the gay man is baiting you. He's setting you up for failure. That's what he's doing. I'm telling you, he's setting y'all up for failure. So when guys are like, "Yo, I'll take Sexy Red," or "I'll take, Glorilla," that means they will smash a nigga. That's what it means. It's the same thing when you hear a guy say, "Yo, I want me a 21-year-old." That means he would be with a teenager. That's a pedophile. Because if a man's in a younger woman, number one, he's not going to say the 20s. Younger woman to a grown man is 30s and 40s. You know what I mean? Maybe late 20s at the latest. And he's going to say maybe. But if he talk about young girls, 20s approach him, number one, that's a lie. That's not happening in the United States of America unless she's a crackhead. Okay? And she knows he just won the lotto. But even then, she don't know how to get to him. You know what I mean? So that's why when you hear men like, "Yo, these women, they don't know what they doing." Yeah, but when that flaming gay man comes through, they don't say nothing about him. Yep, and my boy schooled me that back in the day. We was working at Caroline's Comedy, and this nigga used to be like, yo, Nate, watch this guy. He's married. I used to see these good-looking dudes smashing this nigga. Dudes coming into the club, because I was doing the security there. And he was the one to teach me that. So shout out to Curtis, wherever you at. Kurt Flirt, he used to put us on. He said all they do whenever they want to get attention from a straight man, they start walking like a bitch. And they did their little gay walk, and he said that shit worked all the time. Nigga pull up, make a U-turn, and that's all she wrote. They would tell me. Yep. And he know how to talk like a dude. He was talk like, "Yo, what up? Yo, what's up, man? Yo, what's popping?" He used to say he used to do that. He'd just get into his little feminine thing. Yo, it was crazy. So when a man is telling you that, you got to really be careful. You ask a dude right now, most guys are going to trash him anyway, but they're going to say, "I'll take Cardi." And that's worse. A nigga tell you he take Cardi, he would smash a Latin gay man. Okay? Cardi B, that's Cardi B with no makeup looks like a boy with a big fat BBL. And you're the only one who's speaking about how gay Man, it's grooming black women, especially millennial. Yo, that's deep. I'm applauded by that. Thank you. That's deep. Women tried to take over womanhood. I'm telling you, a woman is womanhood. So once a man is only thing a man could do if he's a straight man, he's gonna tell you what not to do. You ain't gotta do this, you ain't gotta do that. Keep it simple, keep it simple, keep it simple. But when that nigga is like, yo, you should get your eyelashes and you should dress like Cardi B, believe me, that Latin boy, once that nigga put I don't know if y'all ever seen a Latin, nobody can pull off transgender like Latin men. I live in New York City. Believe me, I seen a Dominican nigga, and we was doing a video. We were shooting outside in front of BBQs on 168th Street and Broadway. I would never forget this. This nigga had big old brolic nigga with heels on with a bald head. He was so feminine. He was cool though. Like he respected us. Like yo, y'all keep doing your thing, Al. But the girl that I was shooting was like, yo, this nigga got on big platform heels. And this nigga was like my size. Big brolic nigga. She credited the nigga because of how he was dressed. See, a lot of black men don't tell you if you want to appeal to a woman, you gotta dress the part. Because women look at shoes and footwear, not Jordans, but if you got on nice shoes, women go crazy for that. So with this big old brolic nigga, even with the bald head, looked like a bitch. He didn't look like a woman, but he looked like a bitch. You get what I'm saying? But and I'm giving you the most masculine way. But when them niggas is dressed with wigs and they features, once you dress up a Latin male into a drag, the white man and black men can't compete with that. That's why RuPaul's Drag Race, they don't have Latin women on there, Latin men. They can't. Because Latin men could look like a bitch easier than anybody. So that's what they was doing in Brazil. All these niggas was going out. That's why nobody talk about Brazil now, because the transgenders took that shit over. The women's wising up. They started getting married. Everybody started marrying them all around the world, right? Right, darling? Everybody started marrying them all around the world, right? What's that, darling? Give me a kiss. Come here. Get out. Get out. So what happened is with Brazil, the men were like, hold on, like all these women are getting attention. We're the ones doing their BBLs. We're the ones doing their beauty. The men started dressing them like women. And the transgenders took that community over. You gotta wait, darling. What is that? Go get it. It's right there. No, don't climb and get it. Hold on. It's right here. You want it? So anytime a feminine man is always going to get in today's climate, a feminine man will get the burn more than a woman. Yes, he's going to get the attention. Number one, you can't assault him. You can't say nothing crazy about him. They run the industry. They run the entertainment industry. So what could you do? What does that say about the people um, value though? It has to seem loud, shocking. Well, the people devalue themselves. You got to remember, social media is the way, right? So let's just say if I was giving y'all poison, this is the way to do it, right? Because you're gonna believe it because it sounds good. It sounds like he knows what he's talking about. What if I was lying? Well, I'm not. They can do that. So you seeing all these women cocked over, biker shorts showing butt, right? Right. Now you look like a slut now, right? So now they like, oh, that's ratchet, she's a hoe, whatever. So now they devalue the class of the women since let them all look like hoes. And meanwhile, they got charm schools online. I mean, charm schools on television. RuPaul's Drag Race is a charm school. Where's the charm school for the woman? America's Top Model did that, but that was a rat. That was a shit show. But how is it that RuPaul's Drag Race is a charm school? Where's the charm school for the woman? Reality show? You understand? You actually Hispanic and Indian men, transgender. Yeah, what? Asian men. Asian men. Asian, Hispanic, Indian, they do the best transgenders because they got soft features. White and white, you look at a white man and a black man, you could always tell, unless he's like he got soft features, but you can't take nobody like Shaq and make it to a a woman as much as you can take um Jesse Smollett. You understand? Nate, would it be best to give black women the best advice on their appearance, on style today? Yes, they got to hear it from somebody like me, like a man, like a man to tell them, "Nah, don't do that." Oh, the gay guy, no, 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 don't do that. He has to be there, and that gay man's gonna be like, "Yo, we need to get that nigga out of here." They need to get mad at me because if y'all ain't looking like Sade and with natural, don't even bother. Don't even bother. I'm telling you right now, don't bother. That's why Dochi is gonna be a hot mess. If somebody knows that Dochi low key is a pretty woman, then you're gonna see her in high fashion. But they're not bringing her to that now. You know, they're not. Look at ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. Like ASAP Rocky is more feminine than Rihanna. He's the feminine male of them two. He always been. And then they call it that's what Harlem dudes look like. No, they don't. That's one block in Harlem. The Harlem niggas don't look like that. Harlem niggas don't look like Jim Jones. Harlem niggas do not look like ASAP Rocky. They could call it new wave. They look like Cameron, if anything. That's a Harlem looking nigga. Mace, those are Harlem looking niggas. Dougie Fresh, that's Harlem. Um, how about other women? Hold on, a real straight. Yeah, you got to listen to a real straight man that got style though. He can't just be any man. He has to be a man that got a good eye. He got to be the guy to know when he looks at you and says, "Nah, you need to take that off. You don't need that." You know what I'm saying? Not because your pants is tight. So a woman may think her true femininity is wearing tight pants and showing her ass. Like that's a setup. It's setting you up. Because now everybody's doing that. And now you get the woman that comes through with the nice summer dress with the cute flat sandals on, looking amazing. And you out here looking like you going to the gym. That shit is whack. That's played out. You got to understand, everybody in the gym looks like that. So when you walk in all the whole weekend because you wearing this so fit jeans up your crack of your butt and you got your yellow hair, you looking a combination of sexy red and sexy red and sexy red. That shit ain't gonna cut it. You know, they set you up now because now they know that the sexy red's a hot mess. So any woman putting herself out there, she looking nasty. Oh, no question she's there because you got to remember with my wife, we do simple beauty here. So you see my wife, that gay nigga gonna be like, I could make her do that. I could make her do that. I'm like, nah, she just like a black woman. You know what I mean? Right? So she knows that she knows if it's an issue. If my wife knows if I don't say nothing about it, it's a problem. I mean, it's good. So I'm backwards, like, well, he didn't say anything, so it must look good. But when she sees me like I don't like that, she not gonna question it. She gonna take that shit right off. You understand? Nah, I don't like that. Nah, you shouldn't wear that. You know what I mean? But she's gonna pick up more on the zone of, well, you ain't say anything. I'm like, yeah, if I ain't say anything, it's good. I mean, because if I come into a room and I notice something on her, I'm like, yeah. First thing I'm gonna look at is my daughter. Bang, she already gonna have her straight. Forget it. Like she gonna be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm slipping, she may, well, damn, nigga, you in your work clothes. I'm like, yeah, I'm in my work clothes. But even then, if she like, well, damn, nigga, like, you know what I mean? Well, I gotta clean that sweater. I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna question it because that may smell like my truck. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta learn to critique of ourselves as well too. Um, I think it's important where with the woman. See, my thing is, I'm big into this. I love a woman that accentuates beauty. So I don't like a woman that goes over the top. I don't like glamour. I don't like glam. I feel that glam is the work of the devil, right? So you overdo it because that's what glam means, right? It's over the top. So now I'm like, all right, just have a gay nigga make you up. Now, maybe that still could work for her. Like, all right, well, something cool, but if she's natural, it's gonna come out even better. And that's why I always love the plain woman because I could do a more with a plain woman than an over the top one. If I see a woman that's all high maintenance, she's extra. I'll give you a good example. I got a neighbor today. I seen her and she had her hold on, let me get a plug, y'all. Hold on. You okay, man? You want to order something? You all right? You sure? Where's my plug at, darling? Hold on. They're coming in. So we need more designers and stylists that are men. And I don't think that, being that the gay feminine man dominates the industry, women don't know. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what glam is. If a woman could come to me and say, well, let's think of a natural beauty look. Um, Now that's a new thing too. They're trying to do a natural beauty look, natural looking makeup. Um, Somebody may say Ciara. I'm like, yeah, but Ciara went to a charm school. Ciara lives in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's got the foundation. The infrastructure is in Atlanta. If you're a rough looking woman, them Atlanta niggas are softening you up. Now, I'm not saying all of them will make you look like a hot mess because they made Ciara into a snack. Um, because if Future was in the Ciara back in the early two Bow Wow days, I would question it. But now that I can see that he's into Ciara from the way she looks now, that's different. But you don't got to do much. Doing much is like that's like seeing Beyonce in a cool sweatsuit and she got on a pair of white sneakers or tennis shoes, and we just seeing Beyonce. What you want me to do? What you want to do to your feet? What you want me to do? Rub it? You want me to rub her foot? You want me to rub your feet? So, um, Beyonce doesn't accentuate that because Jay Z is not really going for that. They'll doll her. Even the Beyonce's daughter, right? Let me give you a thing about makeup. Makeup is very dangerous because makeup makes a person look mature, right? So when you don't mean to use this as an example, but if a person passes away, they make you up. Their goal is to make you look like you're sleeping, not to look sick, not to look dead, right? So there's a goal with makeup on that form. If you put makeup on a 13-year-old girl, she's gonna look older, right? So now what ends up happening is an old man may look at her and say, "Wow, she's beautiful," but it's not that she's beautiful. He's looking at an immature woman with makeup on, so he's looking at a kid. You know, you can still be beautiful at 13, but you can't compliment a 13-year-old because she has on makeup and she's got to dress like her mother. You know, Beyonce's sister was in her natural beauty. That was a natural beauty girl because she ain't did much. She was She never got crazy with it. Beyonce always got crazy, so we don't really know, is Beyonce really pretty, or is she because she's light skinned? You know what I mean? They just giving you that image because you really, really don't know. Um, I think it's also a thing where it's a camouflage. So if oh, you said tell me about your neighbor. All right, so all right, so she had this a bus driver, and it's crazy, man, because I don't think she knows how ridiculous she is because she's so regular in society's eyes. She doesn't know. She doesn't understand it. It's almost like, how can I say this? She ain't no different than Beyonce, but she drives a bus, right? So her look from the perspective of a man that's like, yo, if she went out, if she put it down, you could tell, like if she going out to chill, if she going out to, you already got a vision. So a man's supposed to vision like, hmm, this what she would wear to a ball or a black tie affair. If she wore it and you took her to get her little makeup done and, doll her up a little bit, she would be insane. I don't think she knows it because see, the guys that she dates, they just attracted to her because she's just a light skinned cutie. See the difference? It's not that she's a light skinned cutie. She's a baddie and she doesn't know it. I could tell the way she acts. It's almost like in all the years I've known, I always kept it corporate and respectful, you know what I mean? But she's really insane. And she just doesn't know it. And I think that's sexy because it's like a graffiti writer back in the 1970s, 80s, right? You see a white train. It's a brand new train, like in the movie Crush Groove, like it's a white train. Or no, it was a Beat Street. And you see the white train, and now you that's a perfect train to write graffiti on. But I may not be able to write the same graffiti on a stainless steel train, but a white train that's a white chalkboard. Like I could go crazy on that. That's how she is. Like it's just like first time you look at her, it's like that quick. Damn, like I complimented the uniform because I know she's come from work. Like, yo, keep it up. But she didn't even realize. I'm like, yo, you in this uniform, like you work everything you wear. Like, how do you wear a uniform and still look amazing? That's crazy. Um, Ciara was popular in high school, so she had all the good personality and talent. She got no. I'll tell you something, Shayla. She was a mess. I've been following Ciara since the crunk era. Ciara did not look nothing like she looked now. But the problem is Ciara got a lot of work done. She got a lot of body work done. So her shit is all fake. Ciara didn't have a body like that. Ciara is no different than what's her name? What's the girl's name that plays on the show The Shy? Forgot her name. Ciara looks good now because it's all made up. Them gay niggas got a hand of her and they did some work. Same way how Meg Thee Stallion, they did some work on her. Carrie said, "Oh yes, sir. Correct me. My dad says, um, less is more. Yes. Oh, he says she's from Oakland. Yeah. Less is more. It is. Your father's from old school, so less is more. Like, how does a woman wear a damn bus driver uniform and look insane? You know what I mean? So that's another prime example of knowing. And that's not. And again, some men that don't know women will be like, "Well, that's not feminine." It's like, no, nigga, you're feminine. You know what I mean? Like, uh, a baddie's a baddie, man. And I don't think I think when a woman dates common class man and she lives in a neighborhood and date men in her county or whatever, she never gonna know that. You know what I mean? She just gonna know she cute. She knows she cute. I know she knows she cute, but she doesn't know like how high powered she is. If she had known how high powered she is, if she was in her element, she wouldn't even be driving that bus. She wouldn't even be driving that bus. Trust somebody would have married that just on the strength of her looks. That's how bad she is. I'm telling you. And if she had worked it a little differently and been in different spaces, trust me. Oh shit, there's another Oakland cat here. Shout, we got two Oakland. We got Carrie. Let me give Carrie. Hold on. Carrie, we got Oakland's in the house. Oakland be deep in here. Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man, Mr. 1950. Also, he from Oakland. Also, um, yeah. I'm telling you. So the neighbor again. She's my neighbor, so I would never tell her that because I don't want to be the creep. You know what I mean? Don't know who she dating and be like, yo, my homeboy just got the neighbor said something to me that ain't not. But you don't give her that compliment. You know, if I did that compliment, I should did that years ago. But it's too late now. It's like, but you can't tell her, oh, you working that outfit. You know what I mean? It's just creepy. But she's a good representation of like she has no idea. And I could tell just for the like you could tell a lot about a woman by the guys they date because just her energy. Like she probably got this transit job and she's like, hey, I got a good job now. I'm like, nigga, like you still working? You know what I'm saying? Like, one of these ball player niggas ain't make you a wife yet or a baby. Like that's the type of level her shit is. Her shit is like she's bad. She's a badass sister. Yeah, so when you got the whole level of JJ Fad and uh, uh you know Supersonic, that was the era of the Oakland, right? That was like considered ratchet. And that was ratchet then. Now it's just like sexy red. These niggas are so disgusting. They just went too far with it. Like they went as far as the gay men that was rapping. It's like it's like everything that they can get away with, you can't. Like so now, sexy red at the end of the day is like the ratchet nasty rapper, right? So she can't come to class from that, right? But the gay man, you can't say anything about him because I'll give you a hint, right? Let's say a, a straight man is sleeping with a whole bunch of women. They call him a dirty dog. But when a gay man is sleeping with a whole bunch of men, oh, he's gay. He can love whoever he wants. They give him a different type of pass. A woman, she sleeps with a whole bunch of niggas. Are you a dirty hoe? A gay man, well, he's gay, and you got to watch what you say because that shit could cost you your career. So, Oaktown 357, no question. So, just take heed of that, man. He's in his bag with it. It's unfortunate, but it set y'all up. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all, they really get y'all bad because you may want to look. J Lo wants to look like this. See, that's what people don't understand. Jennifer Lopez is a terrible representation of a Latin female dancer. Okay, she danced good in the Fly Girls, but Jodie and them was the main choreographer of the show. That's crazy. Like Jennifer Lopez is not a good dancer. You know what I'm saying? She's just not. Like the best male dancer in the world is Chris Brown, black male. Nobody's touching him. But who's the best female dancer? Janet Jackson was a dope choreographer dancer in her prime. They said, what about Beyonce? Beyonce could not touch Janet Jackson in her prime. Couldn't touch her. Beyonce's dope. She could not touch Janet Jackson in her prime. No way. Because she was the only one that choreographed the dance and looked like she choreographed it. You know what I mean? Like Janet, like people don't understand. Michael Jackson used to get taught those dances, but who would believe that? Michael Jackson was such a dope dancer. Who the hell would believe that? Who choreographed? Yeah, Michael Jackson didn't choreograph Thriller. Somebody he learned that dance steps, and he's Michael Jackson. So it's the same thing with the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Beyonce has the energy. She has the energy. She does she has all that, and the hair, yeah. But Janet Jackson was like solid face and just killing it. You ever watch Janet Jackson's old concert videos? That's Michael Jackson in drag, man. Like you can't compare greatness. You know what I mean? Greatness is greatness. They could be like, oh, Usher. No, Usher's a choreographed dancer. You could tell he's learned those steps. Chris Brown is a dancer. So even when he's learned steps, he does it better than the person that taught them. See the difference? My boy Afion Crockett, he dances like a choreographed dancer, hock and lock, you know. But Chris Brown can make a hood dance better. He's just gifted with that. He has a gift. Um, but Jennifer Lopez and Shakira are two of the worst Latin female dancers in history. Terrible, and even more Jennifer Lopez because she's from the Bronx and she just whacked. So no black female artist beating Janet. Nobody. Nobody. Even Tyler. Tyler's a puppet. You know what I mean? She'll get better in time, but she's a puppet. You know, a puppet is a person that you look at and say, I got $1 million. I got $10 million. I need to create an artist. And, you know, she could sing. She has a great voice, but her image is whack. If Beyonce was the Beyonce we know and love and jumped on that Twilight track as a remix, she would have ate that up. Now, where's Beyonce gifted? Beyonce is just dope with everything else. Like Beyonce is just dope. I can't take that away. She's a dope performer. She's dope, but you can't compare Janet Jackson. That's like comparing Chris Brown to Michael Jackson. He don't even like that comparison. Ciara is a good natural dancer. Yes, she is. That's a good one. But once again, Ciara didn't give the grace. Ciara is Ciara when Janet Jackson was Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Like that's just some Jackson shit. That's some shit in their blood. You know, Janet had natural beauty, and Ciara didn't. You know, when I say natural beauty, I'm talking like Janet Jackson was just amazing since a child. Like you look in Good Times, you look at her in Rhythm Nation. She just was a beautiful woman, man. Yeah. Oh wow, the Green Vegan became a member today. Shout out to my girl. That's my girl. YouTube white bitch. She's dope. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See, it tells you which one you sign up for. That's dope. Thank you. She took dance training. Yeah, Ciara's a dope dancer, but she's a choreographed dancer. You understand? Um, who's another choreographed dancer? The worst choreographed dance I've seen in history was Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl. Um, but I come from the era where we had dances. Yeah, we had hip hop dances. Like they need to bring that shit back. Fendi and them niggas was they had a lot of dope dancers from back then. Male dancers used to dominate this shit. They still do in training, but one of my favorite female dancers was a YouTuber. She's from California. I forgot her name. I think she got married though. She was phenomenal. She was a choreographer from LA. Fire. If you tell me her name, I remember. But I think she fell off now because after COVID, I remember they couldn't come into her studio to do the moves. Tina Shea is a choreographed dancer. She's dope, but choreographed dancer. But we're talking about a dancer like who was it? Actually, Whitney Houston wasn't too much of a dancer. No, right. But nobody can match her voice because Whitney Houston was stiff. Aaliyah was a choreographed dancer, but she also was a dancer. So she was right there. So it's like a cop that gets shot, and when he dies, he's a detective. So I'm just gonna respect Aaliyah and say she was a good dancer. Coco Jones is the worst of them all. She Coco Jones needs a charm school. Yeah, she needs a charm school. Ciara came out of a charm school. It could happen. Coco Jones needs a charm school. Yeah, there's no females don't dance no more because they let Beyonce have it. Even though Ciara was a better dancer than Beyonce, but Beyonce had the figure, she had the body. And when Ciara was dancing in 2003, she like a boy. You know, you got a lot. You got Omarion. Omarion's a choreographed dancer. Usher, um, Drake can't dance. I mean, niggas can't dance. Afrobeat singers could dance. Yeah, that's because that's their culture. They gotta know how to do that. But Beyonce in her early 2000 prime, bringing in the back and make my step. Nah, nothing to touch. Beyonce had that energy. Yes, yes, yes. That's a good one. Beyonce had to get the moves from Tina Turner. That's energy. Right? So you can't compare Tina Turner and Janet Jackson, right? Janet Jackson is just listen, Janet Jackson was so much of a dope dancer. And if somebody says to me who Janet Jackson or they see the concert, I'm gonna be like, what year did you see it? And once they tell me 2020, 2024, I'm like, that ain't good enough, nigga. You gotta tell me 1987 or early 90s. It gotta be down that Rhythm Nation time. Chloe does have potential, yeah, she does. There's a lot of female singers that have potential now, but nobody's giving Beyonce. The only person that's coming next to Beyonce right now, as far as a knock, like, whoa, watch her, is Twyla. And Twyla's whack. I love her voice, but she's just a made up African. They just took this African that and they just grabbed her and just she's a good puppet, you know. What female rapper could dance and twerk? Even Meg. Meg went to a charm school. Meg was stiff and manly as ever. And now she's on there doing the moves. No. I couldn't even tell you who even moves good now. I don't even know. Yeah, it's crazy. Nah, nah. Tyler's not a Bay artist. Let me explain something to you. Tyler blew up from social media. She blew up from TikTok. So that's a success story. One thing about Beyonce, she's never going to be around her competition. Remember, Rihanna's not a competition, even though that's Jay Z's artist. But it's two entirely different. You know, Rihanna can't dance. Rihanna can't move. She can't even shake her hips. I said, "Oh, thank you, Laura." Darla, come here. Say hi. Come here. Come here. Look, say hi. Get up here. Get up here. Say hi. Say hi. Um, yeah, it's that's why I told you with black women, there's no difference. It's like you're black. Like I don't care if you're light skinned, dark. It's just like don't divide that. You know what I mean? You're still black. You know, even if you happen to be a black exotic, like shouldn't see it when she's half Japanese and Jamaican, you're still black. A lot of different. Thank you so much, Jay. Thank y'all, Jacqueline. Thank you, Laura. Darling, they said you beautiful, darling. Darling, darling, why? Why, darling? Why? 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 So, um, yeah. So I just listen. I look at it's a. I like to see the product, not you know what I mean. I like to see a natural beauty, and then whatever enhancements you could do and tweak, that's different. It's like Like I told you, I bought this car, and I remember the guy told me he sold me the car for a nice price, and I remember he said, and then I'm like, I knew what it was because shit was dirty, and now the guy cleaned it. And he's like, yo, if I had seen this car cleaned, I would have charged you more for that shit. But I knew the potential. I knew, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even like the fact that the guy cleaned. I wish he didn't because I'm still waiting for the paperwork, but I wish he left it dirty. You know what I'm saying? Well, thank you so much, Jacqueline. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, she's that's my test. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be a journey in itself. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge, you know what I'm saying? Um because I know how important we put so much emphasis on all these extra things, and clothing is the key. It's just how you wear your stuff, whether it's basic or you ain't gotta be over the top. You ain't gotta be Gucci Poochie and none of that bullshit. Like, I mean, if you go high fashion with me, you could have a pair of Balenciagas on with a pair of leggings. That's cute. All right, you got you $1,000 pair of sneakers on with a pair of leggings and a sweatshirt. That shit is dope, but you could have the same shits on and look stupid. And you could have them on and be like, I've done that. I've given people compliments and said, and they were like, oh shit, like he must know. You know what I mean? Like, and it kept going. But you see the woman with the tight pants, and you don't ever give her a compliment. I mean, what you gonna do? Damn, I like the way the pants. You don't ever give her no compliment. Don't even look at her. You could look at her, but don't look at her. Like, you can't give a woman that's dressed provocative a compliment like that. That's gonna let every thirsty dude do the same thing. Because once they see you do it, they're gonna be beeping on. So if you say, "Damn, girl, you looking nice," now all the niggas are in the car. Yo, what up, baby? That's corny. So you get shadowed out. But when you can see something special and simple, like some dudes like, "How? Oh, you should tell the woman she got pretty toes." Never tell a woman she got pretty toes. That's pornographic. You can't tell her that. You can't just tell a random stranger she got pretty feet. Can't do that. Thank you, Carrie. I like these more jeans with the cargos. Yes, yeah, I like those shirts too. Listen, no, you want to see again? Let's see. Shout out to Calvin. Shout out to Calvin Dickinson. Um, I think loose cargos look dope on women now. Loose cargos is what it is right now. Listen, especially with the thin material. You know what I'm saying? But you never compliment a woman where anybody could compliment her. She got you know cute feet. Just Just keep it to yourself. But if you know her, you like, yo, your feet looking good. That's different. But you don't ever tell a random stranger she got pretty toes. I don't think that's classy. I think that's the hood nigga will say. That's what he would say. So you got to compliment some shit on her, like her accessory. Like, yo, I'm loving them bangles on your hand, your wrist. Some shit that's cute. Thank you. That's different because she's gonna be shocked. Like, oh well, thank you. You know what I mean? But if she got her butt all out and it's all tight, you compliment her bangles, she gonna be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I had these tight pants on. The nigga just complimented my Bengals. He said, like to say you like her style while you, right? Like style is even cool. Style is dope. You got a dope style. But again, if she's got on, that two piece tight shorts and all that, nah. Unless you go on ghetto with it, like yo, what up, baby? You looking real? You can do that. But me, I would never do that. I would never tell a woman that because you know what I'm saying. She gonna hear that shit all day. That's why she wearing it. So you got to compliment on something obvious that you can say, all right, she may have some nice little earrings. You're like, them earrings is mad cute. Oh, thank you. You know what I mean? She's gonna take that compliment more better. But it's 3 o'clock in the morning, the girl's walking with tight pants and she's running home. Like you don't even stop her. Just let her get home. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The back low rise jeans. Now, if you're a country girl and that's cool, you're a country singer, but that's just whack. No, but people don't understand, man. Like looking like a slut right now is a setup. We look, I look, we all look. I get it. We're gonna look, we're gonna look, we're gonna look. But once again, it's nothing unique about that. Listen, I'll give you a quick story before I go. If you ever in the New Jersey area, email me at Nathaniel Advice. I just want you to go to the Walmart in Linden, New Jersey. I promise you. When you go there, I want you to remember this and look at the manager. There's this brown skin. I don't know what she is. She's a sister, but I don't know. I just don't know what she is. This I don't want to say she's Hispanic. I don't know if she's black because I'm not too sure, but she is bad. And guess what? Everybody in there walks around naked. All them damn Latin, um, foreigners walking there with they BBLs and tight shorts and just disgusting. Yo, this one sister is in uniform. She's wearing the uniform that they gotta wear, dark jeans, a red shirt or whatever. When I tell you natural beauty at its finest, this woman is nothing to fuck with. And I'm telling you right now, that is what I'm on. The natural look. Because now you're natural, you could take over the world. When I tell you she is unstoppable. Everybody in there walking around naked, I have never seen nobody top her yet. You know what I'm saying? Right. Well, they're doing out at 3 a.m. Well, again, you see a lot of that. I'll be out late and I'll see a chick. And whether she's walking for the ferry, whether she's walking for wherever. And sometimes they'll play the safe way where they're on the phone with somebody, which is good. They're on the phone and they're walking. I seen this girl walking to the ferry one day and she's on the phone with somebody on the speaker. That's kind of cool because just in case somebody does something crazy, but she should have been on the bus. She should have been in the cab. She should have been in an Uber. That's crazy. Um, like the length and ankle dresses, but I'm short. I'm 5'5". Yeah, but you'd be surprised. What makes you look taller is a long dress. Summertime, like this is the time. Summer dresses is lit. Summer pants is lit. The little baggy ones, like women got it so easy because y'all could just do. You could look sexy without looking slutty. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not saying we don't look. We do. If a woman walks in and she's coming from the gym and she's got her little shorts on, her Hispanic shorts and a top, yeah, of course we're gonna look. You know what I mean? We're gonna look. But when you could come through and you doing all that and she comes through natural and the girl's looking slutty, she had to do all that and this one is smashing her. She ain't that's a whole different level. Yeah, you gotta think about it. Like there's a lot of simplicity women don't understand, man. You could just do all simple things, but so the natural beauty is gonna show who you really are. That's all. They may call you plain Jane, they may call you regular, simple. That's fine. You know what I mean? But you know, then you know what you're working with from there. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's easy for us. Like, stay fly, stay clean, get involved. Mwah, mwah. Yeah, yeah. You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. So that woman in Walmart in Linden, New Jersey, unbelievable. She's ridiculous. That just shows you that when people have an issue with skin complexion, I'm like, yo, get out of here, beat it. I haven't seen a woman walk into that store that top that ever. And we're talking, believe me, all them damn migrants be walking up in there. They disgusting when they be walking around there with nudity. When they walk in there with their men holding hands, looking disgusting. But this one sister is nothing to fuck with. Just our preferences. Who would you say was the most natural of the girlfriend show? The baddest one of the show is Tracy Ellis Ross. And then the next one was the chinky eye girl, then the big lip one, in that order. Because the LA chick with the chinky eyes, she was cute. You know what I'm saying? But Tracy Ellis Ross, Tracy Ellis Ross is a sleeper. She one of the most low key natural women in the game. Remember, she's a comedian. A lot of people don't understand it. Tracy Ellis Ross is a comedian. Like that's her trade. She's a stand up comedian. And Tracy Ellis Ross, nobody fuck with her with that show. She was the best dresser. She dresses her ass off. She just started getting into a little slutty thing lately. Like she's starting to go through her little crisis, so she just trying to be doing a little booty shots, which is a little whack because she don't need to do that. You know what I mean? She was classy on the show. Um, I loved her on Blackish. She's just a dope. See, the thing is with Tracy Ellis Ross, she's not a beautiful woman. She's very attractive and classy, though. You know what I mean? She's not really beautiful like her mother. Her mother, like I'm a fan of her mother. Like, lady sings the blues. That's Diana Ross. Diana Ross was a whole different level. That's just beauty. Tracy Ellis Ross is not the most beautiful woman, but she's extremely sexy. Extremely. Yeah, yeah. Even if some women didn't want to go about the brown skin, I'm like, no, they was dope too because one of them was a lesbian. One of them used to kick it with Jada Pickett, the thick lip one, the hood chick. It was cute. She got better now. She's on this show with the Shy. She's gotten better. She's gotten better. But Tracy Ellis Ross, you know who was a natural, beautiful woman that got better with age? You know who got better with age? Maya. Maya was funny looking. She grew into something better because she was a funny looking ass woman. But as Maya gets older, she's going to be the light skinned woman that's going to age gracefully because most of the time it's not like that. Oh, wow. Who just gave me Eric? Shout out to Eric Byer, man. Nice kitchen, man. I appreciate you. Like, you got I'm a simple nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, they said the kitchen's beautiful. Shout out to my bro, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for that. I just got a membership here. My man Eric dropped my real men. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Tracy had you wanting to go to law school. Tracy was bad, yo. I'm telling you. So Tracy Ellis Ross, she's starting to get a little. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button. Y'all can hear me now? Yeah, I said Maya. Y'all can hear me now, right? Maya, Maya grown gracefully. Um, remember Whitley from Remember Whitley from A Different World? Amazing. She was amazing in her prime. She was a classy, beautiful woman. She just aged badly. You know what I'm saying? She aged bad. You know what I'm saying? Um, Jasmine Guy was ridiculous. Jasmine Guy, Felicia Allen, um, Debbie Allen. These were classy beauty. It's just you don't have to do much. They got this AI picture now of Felicia Allen with her tits on her. I'm like, that's not real. She was never doing it. She was never showing cleavage like that. You know what I'm saying? The only problem with Tracy Ellis Ross now, she's starting to look a little desperate. Just a little bit. She's doing too much now. She ain't got to do all that. She's the epitome of class, and you know, she showed that you could be a goofy comedian and still be a beautiful, attractive woman. I mean, Vivica Fox is a disgusting mess. Like she just ruined herself. I'm so mad at her. She just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. She just got a new BBL the other day. She looks horrible. Vivica Fox was mad cute and set it off. She was mad cute in the movies back then. She's an excellent actress. Remember, she was in Soul Food and all that. Jasmine Guy, I think, had a. I think she was getting high. That ain't ordinary Asian, man. Something's wrong. Um, you just gotta, you're just natural, man. There's a picture going around with Sexy Red I posted today, I think. Natural beauty. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me get something to eat. I promise I love y'all, man. I promise that this is a real charm school. Yes, it is. I just gotta get y'all in the doors of the charm school. I gotta really have it. You know what I mean? So, what you eating, darling? So much love to y'all, man. JS said the billionaire mindset was you went deep into the weeds of society. I'm telling you, man, watch that. They setting y'all up. They setting me up for failure because they know y'all looking crazy. They laughing. All them gay niggas and they taking what they do to you and they put it on them and then they go bag the same niggas you want to be with. That's why they so confident. That's why gay men are so cocky because they know what they can do to a man. They know how to be, to look like a woman. They know y'all don't know what to do. That's how they look at it. Oh, they don't know what to do on their own. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you had fun, Carrie. Shout out to all of y'all, man. But just, you know what I mean? So when you hear a man tell your woman, black women need to be more feminine and stop being masculine, don't listen to him. That's the same guy that will screw a man. All right? Because if there's a feminine man enough in front of him, he'll hit that. So watch that. That's a once a man, I wonder how do we know if a man's a creep when he tells you he dates younger women? That's a creep. When his preference is younger women. What are you eating? So much love to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Stay woke.